Boo game relationships. Are you running boo game? Have you had boo game ran on you? I guarantee you have. You just didn't know it. I'm gonna help a whole lot of y'all out. Boo game is the most common sexual interactions that people have amongst each other. Boo game is the most vague sense of communication. It is the most vague sense of where we are or where we're going when it comes to dealing with people who you have an attraction to. Boo game normally comes up with people who sleep around and have multiple partners. Boo game comes up when people are cheating on their wives or their husbands. Boo game comes up when people just want to deal with you, but they don't have the heart to quite say, I like you, I'm attracted to you, and I want a piece of you. So most people get involved into boo game situations. When it comes to the boo game, it usually happens with somebody who you are common with seeing, or someone that you frequent their place of business, their place of work, you frequent where they shop at, and you see each other, and both of you have an attraction to each other. So you end up, and you see them, what's going on, darling? What's going on, boo? How you doing, baby? How you doing, sweetheart? And you see each other frequently, and you have an attraction to each other. But one thing about boo game is, the person that you are calling boo never discloses to you whether they're in a relationship, whether they have a situation going on where they're dealing with multiple people, or they're sleeping with 2 or 3 people, or they can't say to you that they are attracted to you, so they're letting the energy build up. Boo game. And when you all become finally familiar with each other, you exchange numbers and you enter into an intimate relationship, but it's based on boo game. And a lot of times, because both parties are too cowardice to say what it is in the beginning, and they're waiting for a moment where they get comfortable with each other, they will run that energy of, this is my boo, I like this person. It's not quite a friends with benefits relationship, because this person who calls you boo may not want to be a real friend to you, but they would like some type of interaction with you. They would like to deal with you. They would like to spend some time and energy with you that involves things like a real relationship, but we're not together. And it's not a romantic relationship, because once again, they're too cowardice to explain that all they want with you is a romantic relationship. So it becomes a boo relationship. Depending on what culture you're from, they use different words. I'm not too familiar with white American culture, given I'm from America, so I'm going to explain this in an American standpoint of relationships. But they may use darling, they may use beautiful, they may use sweetheart. Black people, we may use boo, you know, and we're dealing with each other. And this is how problems come up, because a boo game relationship often starts to have arguments once the two have already got intimately involved. One person catches feelings, or the other person may also catch feelings at the same time, and then you all enter into a relationship without even really knowing each other, without even really knowing what the other person wants, or how they vibe, or how they move in a relationship. And this is how toxic things happen when people get pregnant. This is how people end up finding out that the person that is my boo has a boo that they're in a relationship with. They're some of the biggest liars, because the biggest lie that they are telling is not to the person that they are boo with. They are lying to themselves, because they haven't been real. They haven't been genuine. They haven't been honest about where this relationship stands and what it's about. So a lot of times people get hurt in boo game situations, or you have hurt another person running that boo game. So I'm just making this little video right here. I'm not going to make it too long, but you have to ask yourself, am I running boo game? And especially for men, because we're the pursuers. It is our job to hunt, to chase, to pursue a woman. And most men, when they interact with a woman and they have a girlfriend and they begin to run boo game, they're starting off as a liar. They're starting off as a troublemaker. My pops and my family and them, they call them shit starters. You starting some mess because you're not letting it be known what's really going on with you, but you're using the intimacy role. You're using the sexual attraction role to reel a person in, and you haven't had the heart to just step up and come to the person in the beginning that you're attracted to. So you frequent, and every time you see each other, hey boo, what's up baby, how you doing? So you got to be careful whether you're having boo game ran on you or whether you're the person running the boo game. So I would say when it comes to boo game, and also, and I'll make another video about that, but friends with benefits are the most toxic way of dealing with a person that you have intentions on sleeping with, because it's all based around, centers around actually lying to each other or not being honest. Sometimes people can not lie to you, but they're not being honest. They're not telling the truth. They're not explaining what everything truly entails. So be careful about how you deal with somebody and where it begins. Always look at the beginning, because you can easily have boo game ran on you. Players run boo game. Fun girls run boo game. F-boys definitely run boo game. And sometimes you'll be in a relationship, an entire real relationship that is based on just boo game. We have a sexual attraction to each other. This person, this man or this woman, they don't want to end the sexual interaction with each other. So they continuously run intimate interactions that involve you being someone that I deem as special, but only sexually, only intimately. And I'm willing to enter into a relationship that is going nowhere, and we may end up having a baby, we may end up living together, and the entire relationship is built on my boo. Be careful with boo game. Be careful with people that run boo game. And be careful with yourself, because you may be running boo game. It's better to keep it real than to not. But if you are running boo game, be aware of what you're doing, because you can get caught up and you can get another person caught up. And this is how things happen that involve people hurting each other, people hurting the other person's feelings, and people leading the other person on. So be careful with boo game, and always check behind a person, because like I said in the first video, there's nothing cool about having multiple partners. And usually when somebody's running boo game, it's somebody else in the picture. Grow up, be adults, and quit the boo game.